checking. Oh man. So today is gonna be my least favorite day of the week. It's not because it's Saturday. It's because it's a rest day. I hate rest days. I'm out here cleaning up my bike. As I'm out here cleaning up my bike, thought it'd be a good time to talk to you guys about the rabbit hole that is the sport of cycling. Yeah, I come from a tennis background and definitely not in my 20s anymore. So I thought, hey, let me find another sport or activity that I can cross-train that is not so hard on my knees and my joints. I'll ride a bike. I'll get into riding just a simple bike. So I said, what can they be, like $100? I hopped online and looked up just regular bicycles. And yeah, you can find a bike for $100, $200. It's pretty much a piece of junk, but that's what I thought I was getting myself into. I'll buy a bike, I'll exercise on it, maybe see some cool stuff, and that'll be it. So I thought. After I decide I'm gonna get a bike, I tell myself, well, let me get a little bit nicer of a bike than just a Walmart bike, right? So I tell myself, okay, let me get a decent quality bike because I believe you get what you pay for. So stepping up into around the $500 range, you can get a decent hybrid bike with very beginner components that's gonna do the job, and it will be a lot of fun. You get that very decent beginner build commuter bike. You start riding it and you think, oh, this is really fun. I'm having a good time. And then you start thinking, would this be more fun if I had a better bike? More than your $500 commuter bike. So then you see that there are these things called road and gravel bikes. And you can get more of a specific bike rather than just a hybrid commuter bike. And so you tell yourself, hey, that looks fun. So then you sell your beginner commuter bike and you buy a really cheap road bike for another $500. You have a great time on that, and then you start to go down the rabbit hole. What makes a bike better? Before you know it, you realize that there's not just road bikes, there's gravel bikes, and there's mountain bikes, and there's all these different kinds of bikes. So then you start telling yourself, oh, let me get a gravel bike, because then I can go off-road. Buy the gravel bike, but you realize not quite as much fun as it is on the road. So then you tell yourself, well, I guess I need two bikes. I need a road bike and a gravel bike. You come home with another bike. Now you're up to two bikes. You have a road bike and a gravel bike. As you start riding more, you realize, hey, I'm really getting into this. I need a better bike, not just a beginner bike. So then you start looking at the mid-tier bikes. That's when they get $3, $4, $5 grand. As you start looking at these bikes, you start to learn about clipless pedals, race jerseys, Lycra, aerodynamics, and then you start thinking, that'll make riding more fun. I'll be faster. I need clipless pedals. Well, then you are spending a pretty penny on clipless pedals and clipless shoes and a better road bike. You learn about these things called aero bikes, and then you want to get into racing. And so you think, oh, I guess I need an aero bike now. And before you know it, you are now wanting to buy an aero bike, an endurance road bike, a gravel bike, an indoor trainer, clipless pedals, clipless shoes, jerseys, Lycra, aerodynamic helmets, glasses, socks. It just snowballs. And by then you realize that you're too far in deep. And then you get to where I am now, which is I have a gravel bike, I have a road bike, and then I have a crit bike. This is my crit bike. The sport is so expensive, but I love it so much.